It's been a while since I last played an MMORPG.
It's been 10 years.
But as is usually the case with addicts, the urge never goes away completely. You sorta learn to live with it, control it. Kinda like HIV, I would imagine.
I've got full-blown AIDS. I'm riddled with it.
Luckily, I knew that Todd Howard had a special surprise for me whenever I was ready for my good boy gift.
Go on, kiddo. Open it up.
That gift was Fallout 76. I've heard some really good things about it, so I figured why not give it a go.
I hate this game. It's just awful.
And thusly, Rodney Chuckstein was born.
What's up, baby girl?
Let's have a look at the options before we submerge ourselves in all them details real quick. Voice chat, huh?
Fuck you, I own you, little bitch. You can't play this game, man. Get out of the tank and then let's see who wins.
I never play games with voice chat on.
Иди нахуй, блядь, сука!
I was there, kiddo. I was there.
But like I told the judge at my indecent exposure hearing last January, new year, new me, bitch. Alright, Todd, whisk me away into the most lifelike world man's ever created. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Next-gen facial animations right here. $60 on release? Well deserved and well spent. Whoa. Am I in heaven? Is the first thing that sprung to mind when I was greeted with this revolutionary character creation kit. After a considerable amount of deliberating who I'd be role-playing as, Rodney was finally born. And let me tell you, when I roleplay hard. I really get into my character. So much so, the last time I played Dragon Age Origins as a manlet, I actually hired the world's best cardiologist to remove a few of my vertebrae just to be able to see the world from my guy's perspective. Walking's been kinda difficult ever since, but, and I hate to repeat myself, I roleplay hard.
You're under arrest for being too sexy.
Oh, officer, I was afraid.
Don't lie to me, or else I'm gonna have to have sex with you.
Dear Rodney here, on the other hand, was a tall guy, so no problems there. Unfortunately, Rodney wasn't perfect, as he was a beer-chugging, cigar-slurping, porn-loving degenerate. And knowing this, I could not wait to embody him for the next couple of weeks. Cheers. Day 1. Upon waking up, me and Rodney realized we both had a little too much to drink the previous night, so we got back into bed to sleep some of it off. With Rodney getting some well-deserved beauty sleep, he looked much better, and more importantly, ready for the epic adventure Todd had in store for the two of us. Upon getting out of bed, we were horrified at the realization that Rodney did not seem to have a corporeal form. Was Rodney roaming the world of Fallout 67 as a spirit? My life isn't currently all that great, but up until this very moment, the thought of writing a goodbye note to my friends and family did not cross my mind, and I had to ask myself, just how hard do I wish to RP? Now, it's important to stay active in our daily lives, even more so for an Alkie like old Rod here. So before leaving the vault, we did some stairs to warm up and get ready for the day. With our exercise routine done, we could carry on exiting the bunker. Thankfully, Todd held my hand, fingers intertwined and all, leading us from marker to marker, as I'm not sure we would have made it otherwise. Whilst exploring the abandoned vault, we stumbled upon the Overseer's terminal. Must contain something important. Let's have a look, Rod.
Or should I say, direct communication.
Ah, fuck that. Our Overseers abroad? Nuh-uh, Chief, I ain't listening to that. Dear gamer, it is at this time I realize I should remind you that whenever I seem untoward, classless, or simply downright boorish, you must remember it is Rodney speaking, not me. Oh, you just don't get such views in the vault, do you? Dear Lord, they have real flowers up here. After stealing someone's cooking pan, I make my way down to this robot I am all too familiar with at this point. He tells me there are two young ladies down the steps. I fucking leg it. But what he failed to mention was the fact that their not too distant relatives may have had claws and wings and potentially emitted sounds similar to these. This one actually reminds me of a guy that used to live a few doors down the road. Rodney has principles, and those principles must be upheld. We're not animals after all. So we whip out our machete, which, going by the news here in Britain, seems easier to obtain than a fucking energy drink.
I can't believe that. I just get ID'd for an energy drink.
And we go to town on the crones. To our surprise, they turned out to be just as incorporeal as Rodney, which left quite the sour aftertaste in both our mouths. Though, this could just as easily have been last night's beer coming up. Cheers, by the way. On the way towards our first destination, we encountered some wild crackheads. Thankfully, years of substance abuse have left their bodies weak and ineffectual. So much so, in fact, that local chickens seem to have more hit points than they do. Now, unfortunately for Rod, I had some rather pressing matters to attend to, and I had to leave him to fend for himself for a while. It didn't take long for the brethren of previously slain crackheads to triangulate my position despite my best efforts to leave Rod in a secure area while I was gone. Rodney is many things, but he ain't a little bitch.
I ain't no bitch, chef. I don't give a I ain't no bitch.
And so we both knew what had to be done to secure our survival. We needed to face the druggies head on, and it was at this moment we could both hear these inspirational words from Mike Tyson.
You bitch, come on, you bitch. You're scared coward. You not man enough to with me. You can't last 2 minutes in my world, bitch. Look at you scared now, you hoe. Scared like a little white scared of the real man. I'll you till you love me.
Right hook, left hook, right hook, bam, one bitch down. Come on, pretty boy, Rod thought to himself as his heart was barely beating at this point. Right hook, left hook, right hook, wham. Where's the last guy? Both me and Rod frothing at the mouth. We run at that guy like a fucking cheetah, and after the first right connected, we failed the dice roll determining whether the gun pointing straight into our heart would miss. Rodney's life wasn't all bad though, and he went out like a fucking champ. No one can take that away from him. Some folks even came to the funeral to pay their respects.